We were just talking about the energy of last night. It was a madhouse.
Yeah.
It's like people were anticipating. It is like Drew. Drew's energy kind of pervades everything, doesn't it?
It has a very infectious quality. Yeah, she has kind of a luminous quality about her.
Mm-hmm.
I think I felt it in the film as well. I mean, the film felt more Drew to me than anything else. It was like you just kind of felt her energy pervading the film. No?
Yeah, definitely. I think it comes through in everything she does. You're so cute. Yeah, no, I think she's a happy-go-lucky kind of gal. You know what I mean? So anything she touches, like flowers spring out of it.
Yeah, it's like the Emperor's New.
Yeah, exactly.
No, what's this guy
No, wrong
who touches
storyline.
the thing and it's gold?
Humpty Dumpty? No.
No.
That's
She has this energy about her that she just gives to everybody all the time. I don't know how she does it. It's really quite inspiring, actually.
Midas. That just hit me. Midas touch.
Midas. Oh yes.
This is the guy who touches everything and turns to gold.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. So how was she as a director? Is she a very hands-on, chatty director? Does she just trust you to do whatever you want to do, or?
I think she's trusting.
Yeah, I think she's trusting and hands-on in the sense that she's very much there and is guiding everything, but is assured and knows what she wants, but is also very collaborative. And ultimately, what's amazing about Drew is she goes there emotionally. You know, I'm sure it's because she's an actor, and so when you're working with her, like she's so present in it, and it makes it really comfortable as an actor to get to wherever you need to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah. She has a lot of patience with us actors, us young teens.
Yeah.
I'm not a teenager anymore, but I'll be playing one for the next 10 and a half years of my career. Yeah.
It's a career path being 21, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
So how did the two of you develop your, I mean, obviously you still have that relationship on some level here.
sometimes.
We text.
We text.
We do Twitter. And we just went to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
We had so much fun, and we went to Mexico together. And
I just visited you in London.
yeah, and Paris.
Oh, right, Paris. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you know each other before this all happened, or was this?
No.
We met at the chemistry read, which is like a lot of pressure
Uh-huh.
because there's like no other job in the world where they're like, you know, hey, so you might be, you know, get this dentist position, but you really got to get along and have good chemistry on film with this person in order to get the job. So it was like a little tense because like I met her and you know because she's kind of shy. You know.
But she cleaned my teeth and
And I got the job.
and she got the job. They was spackling.
Did you just hang out together
got
there? You
along
rehearse?
immediately well.
You immediately.
Yeah. I mean, she was amazing. She literally left the audition, and first of all, I knew she was auditioning, and I'd seen every episode of Arrested Development, so I was like, it's like, why are you even auditioning her, kind of? But it was like immediate, and she left the room, and it was like, there's no even room for questioning this. She's amazing.
They're like, but she is half Arab, which the climate right now is a little sensitive to Arab Americans. But you know what? Drew takes risks, and that's why I like her.
Yeah.
Do you find that to be the case? Is it
No,
hard out there, or are you just kidding?
Maybe, sure.
You're
Sometimes.
funny, but it's hard to tell sometimes whether it's.
Oh, right, yeah.
And maybe with the voice you've got right now,
Oh, right.
it sounds much serious.
I know, I do sound kind of serious. I've been doing this press check and people don't. Why so serious? Yeah, it does kind of sounds kind of sexy. I hope it never goes away, but it will.
You're turning into Shoreya Aghdashloo as we speak.
Oh, I don't know that
Oh,
reference.
she's the actress who was in House of Sand and Fog. And
Oh, right.
she's got a very deep voice.
Is that only because I'm Arab American? that you
Yeah.
say that?
Well, you said you had the deep voice, and you were telling the Arab American thing.
Right. Get me out of here.
It's terribly insulting. So were you in on all the auditions, or were you around for?
I was around for Alia's, and I read with a few people for Oliver, and then ultimately Landon, who then got the role.
Pig. Landon Pig. It's his last name, not.
So did you? What actually got you onto the project initially? Was it the script? Was it Drew? What
got me onto the project initially, it was interesting. I was at Sundance a few years back with a movie of much darker tone called An American Crime, and
Oh no, it's coming back.
Kirsten Kiwi Smith, who's one of the producers on the movie, who's now a friend of mine, came up and was like, "Oh, I want to talk to you about this project, but I hear you only like dark material." And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know who told you that, but that's just not true." And she said, "Oh, well, it's going to be a movie about this girl who joins a roller derby team, and oh yeah, Drew Barrymore is going to direct it." And I was like, "Send me the script," you know? And I read it. loved it. Met Drew, and that was it. An immediate yes.
It seems like a movie that's going to like attach itself to young women very quickly. Like it's a phenomenon that's kind of happening in Austin. There's a group in LA, but it seems like something people are just going to be like immediately caught into once they have access to it in a movie like this.
I hope it'll be one of those like healthy leeches. Yes. You know how they use like leeches during
right, to get out the
sometimes?
bad blood. Yeah, exactly.
One of those.
Yeah.
But for young girls. Oh, now I have an image of leeches all over young girls. Like,
I've had leeches.
This is good
before.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too. We should do a movie
About young girls. Yeah, leeches. Great idea.
Well, I think Landon plays that leech in this movie, no?
Oh.
Maybe.
I don't think he goes down on her in the movie. If that's what you mean.
I'm not sure. About that, but okay. You really are 21.
I'm 20.
20? Huh?
Mm-hmm. 20.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to age you. She's a kiddo. So have you spend a lot of time going to roller derby? Did you do that whole thing and hang out?
Yeah,
and see
yeah. When I'm in LA, for sure. I love going to the games.
Was it something you knew before all this started, or
no, not really. I mean, I knew of the kind of '70s Raquel Welch, Kansas City Bomber, which is an awesome movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really know about the resurgence. And so the first game I went to with Drew, and I was just, my mind was totally blown. I couldn't believe that this existed and I hadn't gone. And then just proceeded to take everybody, and everyone was getting excited, and that's when I got even more excited about making the movie, because I was seeing just people's response to going to a match.
It is kind of a great carnival there, the one in LA, and they really capture that in the movie pretty well.
Yeah, I think they do a really good job of capturing the kind of theatrics of it all.
Yeah, and I think you can go if you're underage. Though I don't think
you can go.
Really,
yeah, you can.
You don't really have
all
to drink.
Ages, all colors. Yeah.
It feels like that though. It feels like feels like it's open to everybody in a weird way. Like you see everybody with a lot of tattoos, and you see like a fairly conservative group over there, and families, and
yeah,
for sure.
It's open for
skinny and middle and large.
All of them, yeah.
All the three bears.
Well, there's definitely that kind of feminist thing to it, where all the women are different shapes. I mean, that's the thing. It's not just women in tight shorts.
Right. No, it's about like the strength, and I feel like it's a very mentally. I mean, I don't know. I didn't play, but it's kind of. I feel like it's very mental. It's like probably very freeing for all these girls. You know what I mean? Like to join this team and be so tough. They kind of separate themselves from any previous like conceptions of who they are in their own life. Mm-hmm. Like they could just kind of be somebody else for
Yeah, we have like a constant saturation in the media, especially with stories about women that involve, I feel like, a lot of judgment and a lot of nastiness. And here's an atmosphere where women, first of all, can be really aggressive, and that's okay, and have this outlet to be aggressive and athletic and strong, but also have the sense of camaraderie, beat the crap out of each other, but then go have beers after, and laugh about it. And to really, be there for one another, and to have a world that's just judgmentless, and that's really nice.
And the cast was pretty amazing at doing that, actually. It was a pretty wildly divergent group of women on that set. How was it working with all of them?
That was awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, they were really cool.
We had so much fun. How much fun did we have?
So much fun.
I know. It's kind of hard watching the movie because you're like, oh.
I know. I like remembering the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had really good times.
I was almost surprised there were any guys who were working on the movie. It seems like it's a very feminine energy on the whole thing.
Landon and Jimmy and
Yeah, oh, poor them. Had to work with a bunch of really awesome,
interesting girls. With confidence.
Wah.
And Kristen who kind of emerges here as...
she's the best. How funny is she?
She's very funny.
She's so funny. Yeah, she's really great in the movie, I think, too. Because in a way, it's one of her first roles. She has like 25 movies coming out like the next month or something. But like this is like one of the first times I've ever seen her where she's kind of like an advisor and like giving you know what I mean? Like she's not just like the comic relief. Like she has
and the sense of realism that.
Yeah.
And I think she's great. Yeah.
She kind of gets to be the second parent by the end of the picture.
Yeah. With the cool aunt.
Yes.
Definitely.
And the funny kid.
Yeah.
That kid was incredibly funny.
I love that kid.
To be honest, Alia and Kristen are like the funniest people I've ever met.
You haven't met a lot of people then, I guess. Oh.
Get out of here. Hey, you, get out of here.
And having Marcia Gay and Daniel as parents, was that fun? Because it was actually great to see Daniel working.
Yeah,
I mean, you
he's
just
awesome.
don't see
We
him
just
enough
had
anymore.
such a good experience. We were in, as we said, in Amsterdam and just, hanging out, going to museums. And one day...
No coffee at all.
Seriously.
Ever no coffee, I swear.
No, I don't drink caffeine. Right? And so we go to, we wanted to get a movie.
Oh, yeah.
And we rented
The diner?
the diner.
Diner.
Because
Oh,
every
my voice
actor
getting
is
together.
in this movie. Like, of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
And they pop
I'm not
up.
kidding.
And Daniel, we didn't even know.
And Daniel's in
And
it.
he's so young and so cute.
And so now, because they say diner so much,
They're
in
like,
that
hey, you guys
movie,
wanna go to the
you
diner?
Go to the diner?
Yeah, we'll go to
so
the
now
diner.
I was like, hey, after this interview, we should go to the. Hey, Liz,
Daniel.
Kelly, after this, we should go down to the diner.
You
Get
guys want to
some
go to the diner?
eggs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go to the diner.
Go to the diner.
Yeah, we'll go
So
to
when
the
I
diner.
saw Daniel yesterday, I made
He's the
jokes
coolest.
about the diner, and he kind of went.
Toronto actually, I think, has those kind of diners.
Toronto's awesome.
Oh, they do?
Toronto's like the best city.
Yeah, I like this place. I went to a place last night that was like a 24-hour diner, and they had like wine and stuff.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh wait, we'll go. We'll have some fun after this.
Oh shit! Well, you're gonna show me
Oh,
a good
yeah, I'm
time.
gonna show you a
She's
good time.
Canadian.
Yeah.
You are Canadian.
It's pretty exotic.
I completely forget about the Canadian thing.
Yeah.
So where in Canada are you from?
I'm from Nova Scotia. It's Latin for New Scotland.
Oh,
That's good to know.
Yeah.
And so did you spend a lot of time in Toronto aside from, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure you've
I used
worked
to
here.
live here. Yeah, I moved out when I was 16, and I moved to Toronto because I'm just that independent and cool.
I was gonna say, I'm going home, and I ain't never coming back.
Yeah. I'm moving to the big city.
I'm getting out of New Scotland.
And is Toronto a great place to be a 16-year-old who's
Toronto
independent?
was amazing because I lived here, went to school, was working, and it was like the time when like Broken Social Scene and Metric and Feist
cool.
and everybody was like, and I.
Arcade Fire.
Yeah, and I just was like going to see amazing music and just such a great place to be. I love the city. I mean, it's considered the most diverse city in the world, and
It's the cleanest place I've ever been
food
to.
is incredible in the city, and music and film.
Did you get to the film festival while you were?
Yeah, well, I had films here before,
Right.
that were Canadian, so no one paid attention to them. So yeah, I'd had
I did see Marion Bridge
nice,
and
yeah.
loved you in it, actually.
Thanks very much. And I had another film here called Will Be Wonderful about a year or two after that. And so, yeah, I'd been to this festival.
And did you intentionally break out of the Canadian film scene to go to be part of the American film scene?
No, of course not.
The real film
not, I mean,
scene,
not
you mean?
intentionally.
Well, no, it's a weird relationship.
I'll give you. When I was 16, when I was a teenager, I became like obsessed with Canadian independent film, and it's all I watched.
Mhm.
Like, such amazing films in this country that I wish got seen more. But I try and I give people my little Canadian films list, and they
They like it.
like it. But